Steffi finna get ready to have this lady go out the Carter. I said, really? But hey, y'all, welcome back to another review with Life of Chester for the Bold and Beautiful January 7th, 2025. Okay, y'all, so first things first, let me know y'all thoughts on this episode down below. Look, when Carter and Hope was like, they was talking about how the Daphne lady just showed up out of nowhere, I said, Steffi. I said, there it is, Steffi. I said, Steffi, I knew she had something to do with it, but I was not expecting her to say she wants Daphne to go out to Carter, to break Hope and Carter up, basically. I said, these people be doing everything except the right thing. Okay, so let's take it back. We're going to start with Ridge, Taylor, Steffi, and Eric. So basically, they was just having a conversation about what Brooke did, about how she slapped Ridge, and about how she pushed Taylor. And Steffi was like, who does she think she is? But I said, okay, this is not, I wasn't expecting them to react as well. Steffi them, of course. Taylor them, of course. But Ridge and Eric, I wasn't expecting them to say this. I said, but they let you know, though, well, I can't say it like that. I was about to say, they let you know that people really don't be with you for real, because y'all would rather believe that she decided to take the position because that's something she wanted versus her trying to do the right thing and give it back to y'all. But at the same time, I thought about it. I was like, well, from what everybody been saying, she does have a history of doing stuff behind their back and just being this person that nobody liked, basically. But I think that Taylor was the one who said what Brooke plan was or whatever, and that's when Stephanie was saying how they don't believe it or whatever. Then they basically don't care. They basically didn't care. They were saying how they wanted Brooke to expose Hope and Carter and all this stuff. And I said, I don't think y'all even know what y'all want. I just think y'all are mad and upset. But I was about to say, what I've been saying, that they could have just did the same thing they did about having them, tricking them into signing the documents. I mean, they probably would have caught on. But now with this Daphne lady up in there, I said she could have her get close to Carter or whatever, and then next thing you know, I was about to say have him sign documents basically giving the company back to Ridge now. But I was like, he a lawyer. More than likely, he'll look over it. But sometimes, on these shows or whatever, they will be so consumed with the woman or whatever that they don't even pay attention to certain documents and stuff like that. But yeah, they were just sitting on the couch talking about Hope and Carter and what they did and the fact that Brooke stood with them and how she just wanted the CEO position and all this other stuff. About how I think Ridge was the one who said that basically Brooke should have exposed Hope and Carter when she had the chance. Because I think on yesterday's episode, he said the same thing. And I said, I wasn't expecting him, of all people, to react that way. And I would have still been mad because she's still over here making excuses for them. Oh, that's what they said. They were saying how basically Brooke still wants to handle them with kid gloves or whatever. And I said, that's the truth. That's the truth. But yeah, I said that is true because she still, even on yesterday's episode, and that's why I was like, don't say that. She was saying how she didn't think, what did she say? She was basically saying she don't think that they had no bad intentions when they stole these folks' company. And I said, you don't be helping yourself. She really don't. And y'all know I'm always trying to see both sides. She don't be helping herself. She can't play it all. She can't say nothing or whatever. Now I do respect the fact that she told him he can't keep calling her daughter out her name. I said, right on or whatever. And I love that she slapped him. Because he know what he doing. He been knew what he doing. He been knew he wants Taylor. Like I said, it's Taylor's turn. And that's what this all about. But yeah, I think, what's today, Tuesday? I think for the rest of this week, it's supposed to be something about Taylor and Ridge. He's supposed to be proving to her that she's the one that he wants or whatever. He's supposed to design her a gown or a dress or something like that. And they're supposed to share a passionate night together. And I said, it's kind of messed up because this time she was trying to get the company back. I didn't really like her plan because it was like, she talked about the doggone, she gonna try to talk to him and convince him that what he did was wrong. And I said, you think your voice is going to outweigh Hope's voice when it comes to Carter as of right now? But yeah, let me see what else they was talking about. They basically said how they not falling for it. Eric ended up saying the same thing. He's not falling for it either or whatever. They can't believe that Hope and Carter and Brooke did what they did. And they was talking about Hope and Carter about how what they did was criminal or whatever. Basically, they should be in jail for what they did. I said the same thing. And look, that's what I thought was going to happen. I thought it was going to be something in the documents or even not in the documents or whatever. But just the law that you can't run around tricking people into signing documents or whatever and stealing their company. But apparently not, because Justin ain't found nothing yet. But that's what they said. They was like Justin and his team or whatever, or where he work at, is trying to find a loophole. But Steffi ends up revealing that she has a plan and she want to start by returning to Force to Creation. And basically Ridge was saying, they not going to go for that or whatever. And she was saying how they said the doors was wide open or whatever. I wonder what position they'll get her anyways. But yeah, I said, what if she get in there and be like, okay, I got to tell y'all something just to prove prove to y'all that I'm on y'all side. It's the fact that Brooke was over here. Brooke was over here trying to get a company back to us or whatever, or something like that. But I don't know. I seen something that said that Ho's supposed to be trying to convince Brooke to stay on as CEO, but we'll see. I had seen somebody bring up Zende about how Zende knew the truth about what Brooke was trying to do or whatever. And I said, I forgot because look, what was the reason of having him find out if it didn't even matter? Because what I thought was, once she found out that what was going on between Taylor and Ridge happened and she left out, I thought Zende was going to end up telling them everything, her plan or whatever. And that's when Ridge was going to realize he messed up. But no, we ain't even seen Zende. I wonder if they're going to show him anytime soon. But yeah, Steffi ends up saying she has a plan or whatever, and they was asking her. She was like, the less they know, the better or whatever. But Hope, Carter, Fanny, and then the Daphne lady, which was Steffi's plan. So they was talking about perfume again. The Fanny lady came. At first I was like, okay, wait a minute. She's supposed to be the one they was working with, right? But she ends up telling the lady, Daphne ends up telling Fanny, talking about so basically she got the job or whatever. Her services no longer needed. That ain't what she said, but y'all know. But yeah, Hope and Carter met with Fanny or whatever, and then that's when they got a call saying that Daphne was there. She came, walked in, the way that y'all seen it. They was like, do you have any samples or whatever? She slowly took off her scarf or whatever, and then she like slung it around or whatever. Then the way they was over here sniffing it, smelling it and stuff. I said, that was crazy. But yeah, they end up asking her what the scent was, and she ends up saying Forster. But basically, they ended up loving the scene or whatever, and they told her as much. I forgot. Did they say she said she was gonna come back or something like that? But she ends up stopping by Steffi's place or whatever. But before Steffi realized it was her, she started sniffing around. I said, "Oh, she there." So then she ends up saying, asking her how it went or whatever. But she had 2 jobs for her, 2 tasks. The first one was to get the job, and she was like, she pretty sure that she has the job. The second one, I was not expecting. She want Daphne to go out to Carter or whatever. And she was basically saying how nobody has been able to resist her or whatever. And I said, this is crazy. I said, they doing everything except what they should have been did. I say, what? Do y'all think that if Steffi would have went to them and said, you know what, this is my fault or partially my fault or whatever, I was wrong. I thought that you was after Finn because after the kiss or whatever, I'm sorry, something like that. Or do y'all think they would have knew immediately that she was up to no good? But at the same time, like, it's the same thing when she over here talking about so she want to return to work or whatever. Wouldn't they still be suspicious either way it go? But yeah, I said they doing everything except the right thing, realizing that they all played a part in this. Now that don't mean because y'all upset because she got fired and they won't take your ideas or whatever that you go steal these folks' company. But it also don't mean that you sit up here and ignore the fact that she was not going after your man this time. This time she was going after Carter. But yeah, this whole situation is crazy, and I'm wondering. I was saying, what was I saying? I was saying I'm wondering how long this whole storyline is going to continue to take place. Then you got Luna over here. She don't sit up here, and Bill still didn't read. He still didn't realize what happened. Now I know doggone well you know a noise that you hear that's right here nearby and a noise that you hear in the back room. So she don't sit up here and knocked over. She didn't knock over a vase, but she like bumped it or whatever. And she was like, I'm sorry, I bumped into the what's it called? The planner or something like that. But yeah, Bill Electric Will was there. Luna over here staring. I'm confused. I don't know if she's sitting up here, she wants Will for herself, or if she feel like Will is gonna be her next target or obstacle between her and Bill or what. Like, I don't know. But yeah, they were still talking about everything that happened with Remy and everything. And that's when she hit the vase or whatever. She hit the doggone vase, and we was like, what was that? And Bill was like, something. I think he said staff or something like that. So then he tried to get them up out of there. They end up leaving, and that's when Luna came out to my son. She accidentally hit the planner. I said, Bill, you told her to stay in the room, not to make no noise. Nobody can know that she's there. She already out the room. She's already out the room, but she gonna hide. When she hit the vase or whatever, she hid. And I said, she already not following instructions. And he over here talking about the doggone. What he said? Let me see if I wrote it down. He over here talking about the doggone. He still look at her as a daughter or whatever and all this other stuff. And I said, okay, does he know that she gonna do something else crazy and that's why he got her out? Because he knew that if she stayed, she would have used the fact that she got beat up to her advantage. I don't know, y'all. I really don't know. But yeah, she was over here giving a phony excuse and all this stuff or whatever. Then they just start talking. He tells her to be more careful, that no one can know that, you know, she's there or whatever. And I said, man, Bill, I hope you got a plan, or at least you got your eyes open. But from the looks of it, you do not. You do not. But yeah, he still talking about some doggone. He viewed her as a daughter because he was like, I think she was talking about the kids or whatever, and he was like, yeah, I don't look at you that way, and she was saying how she don't look at him that way anymore or whatever, and he was talking about some. He used to look at her as a daughter, and he still do. I said, you fool, you fool. But I don't think that was the part that got me though. The fact that he over here talking about some doggone, he still look at her as a daughter. I think he was like, I wish that you could get out there and prove to everybody who you really are and all this other stuff. I said, what's wrong with you? I said, she really is a murderer, or whatever. What is you talking about? And I said, she could still prove that she's changed by staying in jail and changing. You ain't got to get out of jail to prove that you changed. What you mean? And she already done found a next target, your son. That's what it look like. But that's it, y'all. Let me know y'all thoughts down below. Stay tuned for the next video. Until next time, deuces, hair girls today, and be safe.